It was a special moment, long overdue.
Yeah, I was in Saipan, Okinawa, the Philippines, Dutch East Indies.
When this group of World War II veterans, aged 79 to 102,
can you see the monument fairly well? Well, over to your left is the Pacific.
finally made the journey to see the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C.
16 million that served in World War II. Now there's probably just a little more than 3 million alive. They're dying at a rate of anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 a day.
A day?
A day. So yeah, there was a lot of urgency.
They were here because Jeff Miller, a local businessman in Hendersonville, North Carolina, started a campaign last year to send every single World War II veteran in the county to see the monument. After all, it was built for them.
I really look at it this way: everything good that I have in my life is because of them. And I mean everything. We wanted to take veterans there to the World War II Memorial that had not been, that was the number one thing, and that had financial or physical limitations, or both.
This was going to cost a small community big bucks. Hendersonville rallied. So the community really came through on the fundraising.
Yeah, big time, in a hurry. Less than 12 weeks we raised, I think the number was 133,000.
Wow. So a lot of these shops and stuff.
There was the first one right there, Shelley's. I'd walk down the street and somebody come up and hand me $5. The Boy Scouts got together and did a fundraiser in front of Walmart.
Individuals and clubs like the American Legion pitched in.
They raised, I think, $2,300 selling spaghetti. That's a lot of spaghetti. It's $5, $5 a dinner. And of course, I saw people come in and write a check for $300.
What kinds of things did you guys do?
We had bake sales, lemonade sales, car washes, hot dog sales.
Wow, you did a lot. The local Boys and Girls Club raised $300, enough to send former Sergeant Fred Logan, who served in the Pacific.
I thank them from my heart that they did a good deed for me, and this is the best thing that ever happened to me.
Sergeant Henry Bradley made the trip. He had served in a frontline surgical hospital and saw unspeakable things.
I remember a lot of it, but I don't talk about it. We wasn't glory hunting. All we wanted to do was get on with our life. And I wanted to just forget as much of it as possible, because the most of it was not pleasant.
World War II veterans are known for rarely speaking of their valor and sacrifice.
I mean, we call them the humble heroes. And I kid them all the time about it was their own fault that they didn't have a memorial, because they weren't going to come back home and build one of themselves, that it took other generations to see it and build it.
Indeed, the World War II Memorial didn't open until 2004, 59 years after the war ended. Lieutenant Joe Collins didn't tell his children for a half-century about being shot down in a B-24 bomber.
They always get out before it went down and it blew up. Yeah. We wound up in Stalag Luft 3.
And becoming a prisoner of war.
We have here some of the letters that I sent.
This is my favorite. It says, "Well, hon, I'm a prisoner of war." He'll never forget Liberation Day.
I was looking into the city and I could see the German swastika up there. Mm-hmm. You know, started coming down.
Oh, you saw it coming down?
Yeah, it always went up. Our flag went up there. And Patton came in.
Yeah, Patton himself showed up?
He came right in on his Jeep there.
Really?
Yes, he did.
So, tell me about that.
Oh, that was something.
That's you holding the paper.
That's me holding the paper over in front of our barracks. This is the plane that we flew most of our missions in.
That's the very plane?
That's the very plane, Little Beaver. And I was a nose gunner right up here.
Oh, boy. Victor Brown, who also flew in a B-24 bomber, was chosen to place a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns.
And that, to me, is a great honor and a very, I'm touched. That's all I can say.
220 Hendersonville vets signed up for the first of what have come to be called Honor Air flights.
You guys have a good time. You know we're proud of you.
Appreciate
your ticket.
Monumental planning was required.
We've got 6 EMS, EMT guys going with us each day, a doctor each day. We'll have 50 to 60 guardians each day to push wheelchairs, make sure they need drinks, steps, help them up steps, help them down steps.
They arrived in Washington to a hero's welcome and were escorted to the memorial, where some were surprised by friends and family.
Big tiger.
For 2 hours, they toured the memorial, met comrades in arms, mourned the 400,000 war dead who'd never see it, and the millions of veterans for whom it was built too late. In fact, 5 who signed up died before they could make the trip.
My father-in-law was supposed to be here on this trip and unfortunately died just this past Thursday morning at 9 o'clock.
But they were feeling the appreciation so long overdue.
Thank you. You're welcome. God bless you.
In this, perhaps a final tribute to the men, boys really, in their teens and 20s, who answered the call and saved the world. Just think of it.